Hey teachers, it's Mrs. Hay. I wanted to go over some of the features of the website. Now, I've sent out a video to all the families and to you about the general features of the parent side of the website, so please watch that video. And then I wanted to show you the links to the teacher things. So all of this is the same as I showed the parents, all until we get to more and then go down to teachers. Now, you have to be logged on to get to these pages. So let me go over here. I'm going to click on General and Calendars. It will ask you to log on this with your CLPS.info account. Use the old account, the first initial last name, not the new one. I will get those set up soon with so you can log on either way, but just log on the way you were logging on. So on here we've got some important documents, including our faculty handbook, the updated substitute list. As Mrs. Jones finds substitutes, she updates that list and lets you know where things are. If you are requesting an absence from school, please click that and let us know who's going to be subbing for you and all of those things. The general teacher drive, the start of school checklist, which I sent out earlier, and then the lesson plan grids for elementary and secondary. Those will ask you to make a copy before you download it. So make sure you're logged into your CLPS.info Google account so that you can open that right up into your drive. This is the fall teacher work week and mock day schedules for 7 through 12 on the family website for parent training. It doesn't have the specific breakdowns of class periods, so that's why I have made this video so that you can see that, and this is all posted on the website. Then there's just the teacher calendars, and the CLPS event calendars is on here as well. But again, you should be accessing that mostly through your Google account, so I don't expect that you guys are going to the website for calendaring as much. Okay, the next thing on teachers are the tech tutorials. Now, I've been working on this all summer long. Again, there's another link to the lesson plan grids. It'll ask you to make a copy every time. So once you've made that copy, don't click on it on the website anymore because you already have a copy in your drive. If you click on that again, it'll just keep making infinite copies in your drive and you could get really confused on which document you're working on. As soon as you make that copy, I would suggest that you rename it and stick it in your course folder immediately, and make sure it's that course folder that is shared with the CLPS administration and department heads that we can all see your stuff. That's a side note. Okay, tech tutorials. If you are new to the school, this is a great place to start. I've created this document that walks you through all of the different technology that we use. It'll continue to grow. There are some that just very specific teachers use and they know how to use that, but I'm kind of giving an overview, and this document will grow and change as our technology grows and change, but it tells you how we use those things, and then there's links to get to those technologies. Then I have created some web tutorials. Some of them are video tutorials, some are written tutorials on how to do all these things. Log on and take attendance, how to set up your gradebook categories and enter grades, lesson planning, master lesson plans, all that stuff, entering discipline into RenWeb, how do you upload your syllabus. Some of them are 3 minutes long, some of them are 7 minutes long. Just take some time. If you don't know how to use RenWeb, go through it and learn. There's also a feature for RenWeb University on some of your accounts, and you can look at it that way. But this is the fastest way to get to the very specific items you need to get done. And then just to log on to RenWeb, pardon me, I've put the link here. Email, again, I've given you how you get into it. Log on to CLPS email here. Sorry, I've been talking a lot the last few days. I'll change this to be the first name and last name because that just changed this week. Google Calendars, again, there's a tech tutorial on how to use your Google Calendar. It's really good, so check that out. And then here's a link to our CLPS calendars. Google Drive, again, some general how to use Google Drive, and then how to organize your Google Drive files. That one's super important. This CLPS Drive's organization expectations is how your department heads want to see documents in your folders. Basically, your folders are your own domain, but there are 3 or 4 documents that need to be outside of your folders that us in administration can find quickly. So I need you to check that out. Then Google Docs, again, how to use Google Docs. Some of you aren't using them that often, but we are using them as teacher documents, so you'll need to know how to do that. If you're using Edmodo as a virtual classroom, you have information there, how to use Google Classroom, how to use PlayPosit. Then if you're using PlayPosit in your class, Dr. Tarpley has given us some verbiage to add to the syllabus. There's some other useful tutorials like how to sync your Google Calendar with your iPhone calendar so they're all the same, or you can just download the Google Calendar app onto your phone and use there. And then I made a video on how I personally keep all of my technology organized every day, so I'm not constantly having to input websites and passwords and all kinds of stuff. So you can check that out. This page will grow and grow over the years, so I'm hoping it becomes a go-to place for everything technology at CLPS. Other than that, if it's not here, try Googling it first. you still can't get it right, or there's something wrong with your computer, come in and talk to me, or Sarah Morgan, somebody on staff here. We can try to get you hooked up. And then after school starts, your department head will be your first point of contact. Okay, other things on teachers that you need to know. Teacher updates, I usually send those out in their own link. Teacher workspace is something that we use during professional learning communities to talk about different concepts, and we might have like common documents all listed there, or videos that we're watching in that session. It's just kind of a come and go space where we can all collaborate together. New teacher information, I just sent that out to the new teachers. It kind of has their checklist on how to get started at CLPS. And then your individual departments might have things on their pages, and that's a workspace within the department. So as department meetings are rolling out and they're giving out documents, or you're watching a video together, or you're doing a tutorial, or you're working on guiding questions, that's kind of a place where you can post all of those common documents. And then there's a link to the Academic Success Center. This is important because there's a referral form here. If you have a student who's struggling in any kind of way, you can give them a teacher referral here that goes to goes to Dr. Henry and Mrs. Shaw, and they get together weekly, discuss the students that are on that list, and proceed with the next step. And sometimes that involves you or their parents or extra help outside of school. So we just want you to know where that is, and then you can email Molly Shaw directly if you have questions about what she does. And she's written a nice letter here about what her services include. So that's a lot of information. I'm really hoping that you guys are thinking about things from the parent and student perspective and what they're seeing as the face of the school and their version of the handbook, and all of those things are really important for you to understand as a teacher too. Then diving in deeply into all of the teacher expectations. I know it's a lot to juggle, but we're hoping that this website becomes a one-stop shop for all of those things, and I hope that was helpful.